Hey, we just finished filming episode 3 of our No Talk show, which is super exciting. It's kind of episode 5 because we had a few hiccups in getting to this episode, but we are so excited to show you this. So, without any further ado, here you go.
Welcome back.
That was pathetic.
It's my missing tooth. Embarrassing and distracting.
Well, get over it. Are you acting out of fear?
Well, maybe yeah. Let's make a deal. I won't worry about my missing tooth so long as you are not distracted by it. There's nothing to see anyway.
Oh, I get it. Ha 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 ha.
Like I said before, listen to me, but look at Niki. Vastly more appealing. Now let's start over.
Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the long-awaited, eagerly anticipated episode 3.0 of the mildly amusing, intensely insightful, no-talk show, The Opportunity of Differences.
Wasn't that a bit over the top?
My producer wants me to tone it down a bit. We'll see about that. It's just that I'm giddy with excitement about starting a movement towards making differences enriching rather than divisive. Oh, it appears we have a question from the studio audience. Go ahead.
Did you really say starting a movement?
Yes, I did. Who says I can't dream big? So let's get started. Today, we begin with the end in mind. But first, a few tangential words. When I say differences, I'm not, I repeat, not, referring to differences in physical appearance or ability. Those don't matter in my book anyway. These videos are not about me. They're about the message, although I do try to season them with a pinch of mild humor. But today I'm going to take a minor detour by getting a bit personal. I spent nearly 8 weeks hospitalized to prolong my life enough to share these messages with you. And now my wonderful family cares for me 24/7. So if you find merit in the messages, please implement them in your own life and share them with others. I seek neither fortune nor fame, only to contribute in a big way while I yet live. Big happens one person at a time, starting with you. So thank you for implementing and sharing the marginally epic No Talk show. Talk show hosts are knowledgeable. But this is a no talk show, so I have a lower bar. My knowledge is minimal, especially when it comes to pop culture, sports and trivia. My strengths lie more in discussing, observing, pondering and hopefully landing somewhere near wisdom. I just state what I have concluded with little input from experts. Learning from experts and each other is wise, but not at the expense of critical thinking and independent thought. What I share is intended for all. Of course, some content may originate from someone with a view that opposes yours. Please just roll with it. They may say something of worth. Case in point. I have a pen pal of sorts whose views often oppose mine, especially when it comes to religion in general. He saw the clip you're about to see and he agrees with its message. Why this particular clip? Well, I want wanted to effectively depict the divisions and contention so prevalent among us. I also wanted to shine a ray of hope. This clip does both, better than I ever could. So I obtained permission to show it. So, without further ado, here is Laura Silva, who plays Eden in The Chosen.
No one could agree on anything. During the 400 years when God stopped speaking, people took it upon themselves to fill the dead air with their own ideas, splintering into factions. Pharisees, Sadducees, Essenes, Zealots, and more. All obsessing over minutia and casting judgment on the other groups. Everyone was completely certain that their way of following God was the right way, the only way, and anyone who differed in the slightest was an aberration, a pariah, irredeemable, not to be associated with, perhaps even a pagan enemy. The word nuance didn't exist yet, and even if it did, it wouldn't have mattered because no one was willing to come to the table and listen, choose generosity of spirit, or pause to consider another's point of view. Sound familiar? Everywhere we look in the world today, it feels like there is no peace. Hunkered down in silos of discord and division, everyone seems to have decided they have a corner on the truth. All others be damned. But we must not give in to hopelessness.
Wow, so spot on. Let's briefly explore what causes differences and why they tend to lead to discord. Material addressing what determines how each of us becomes who we are today is extensive to say the least. So I'm just cherry picking for our needs. A major theme is nature versus nurture. Common sense says both play a role. For example, no child is born hating a certain group of people. That's learned. Yet from a very young age, it seems we humans want to understand the world around us. Consequently, we subconsciously attach meaning to what we observe or hear. We seldom question our conclusions, which are often not correct. Case in point. My dad told my sister as a little girl that she was too giggly. He likely meant at that moment or in a certain setting. But she took it as a character flaw and eliminated it. Recently, she realized what happened and is making up for lost time. Now, I can't get her to laugh at my jokes, but she does giggle until she nearly faints.
Help.
Wow, it's my sister here in the studio audience. I didn't have a clue. Can someone tend to her? The show must go on. What happened to my sister as a child was unfortunate, but this phenomenon occurs many times over with each of us, and many instances have a tragic effect. Suffice it to say that we each differ at birth, and that our unique life experiences make each of us very different from others. But why would that lead to discord? Well, we are all victims of our own limited experiences. We don't even know what we don't know. Practically without our conscious awareness, each of us has built a framework to guide our life that is based on a limited set of premises, many of which need adjustment. Yet those premises become progressively cemented because of confirmation bias, meaning that we tend to find ways to confirm what we already believe. And to top it off, we don't like to be wrong. So we see that many elements combine to create the perfect storm for discord and division. We see this played out among family members, friends, and certainly on the public stage. Yet there is a growing hope as well as a promising opportunity to learn and grow from each other's differences. Doing just that has been on my mind ever since being diagnosed with a terminal illness. In the next episode, we'll tackle that. And no, it's not a list of skills to acquire. Here's a hint. I've named it the foundational mindset. Thank you for watching this somewhat toothless episode of the No Talk Show.